thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. It is your girl Princess Jess, and today we are here with a pretty much self-explanatory video. I'm here showing you guys how I lay my frontals even after they're cut, even after they've been installed on my head, how I wash the frontal, how I clean the frontal, and how I get it to lay on my head. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. I'm gonna start off by using my Cream of Nature Pure Honey shampoo and my edge defying brush to clean off the glue and gunk on my frontal. Right now I'm using that edge brush to soak the frontal where the glue is at so that I'm not making too much of a mess, and this is just gonna saturate it and give me a nice base to use my shampoo to clean off the glue. So right now I'm going to put the shampoo on the edge brush as if it's toothpaste, and I'm just going to go and use a flicking up and down motion to clean the frontal. You're going to keep using this method up until you have a clean frontal. You want to make sure that you're gentle so that you're not pulling any hairs on the opposite side of your frontal, because then you're going to have hair all over the place and you want to avoid that. So just keep using a flicking up and down motion gently and your frontal should be fine. Alright y'all, so getting right into the video, diving right in. I'm gonna start off with using, well, I already started off using my 90% alcohol. I got this from CVS, as you can see, and I just cleaned the perimeter of my hairline because I have makeup on, so I just wanted to make sure that I had a really good base to start off with. So now I have this Deluxe Wig Cap on. You could get any color you want, to be honest, whether it's your skin tone or not. As long as you're able to change it into your undertones, you should be fine. So I'm gonna go in using my Got To Be Freeze Blast Spray. You guys already know, like, you need this to secure your wig cap, and I'm also going to use my blow dryer to cool it, and I'm also going to use a warm heat just so that I have a sticky and tacky feel. And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and use the cool air to dry it off so that it stays secured on my head. As I was saying, I like to play with my settings on my blow dryer so that I get a nice tacky feel. So I'm gonna go in starting off with the warm high heat, and then when I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and use the cool setting that's on my blow dryer. Now that I'm done drying off the Got To Be Freeze Blast Spray, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to cut. If y'all see any type of, like, what's that shit called, any like demarcation from my foundation to my skin, bro, like, get over it. Y'all know what we doing already, so yes. Make sure you do not forget to cut off your ear tab, because I almost forgot and we would have been looking crazy. So all right y'all, so now that we're done cutting off our wig cap, as you can see, I still have some BS on my forehead, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use my 90% alcohol yet again to clean that off to get a perfect base for the glue. I'm using a tapping motion just so that I don't touch the wig cap and this freeze blast spray that I just used. So yes, right, let that shit dry a little bit. All right y'all, so now that we're done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and use two products to get my wig cap together. I'm gonna go in using the Black Radius True Complexion Contour and Cream Contour palette just to set this cap and make it look like my skin tone, to mimic a wonderful undertone, because you know we're not trying to look stupid. You don't want this light cap popping and seeping through your wig because you're gonna look dumb. So going in using the contour palette, I'm gonna obviously go in using the darkest shade. As you can see, I love me some of this palette. Like, this palette is it. So as you can see, I'm just going all around the entire perimeter of my head, just because when I part my hair, I like to have certain sideburns out, and if my sideburns are out, you want to make sure that it's blended in. Okay, and you can see like these little pieces flying out. It's okay if it's not perfect, because you're gonna go in using your actual wig glue and that's gonna like secure it. So All right, now that we're done with that, I'm just gonna go ahead and set it. I think of it as makeup. I'm just gonna go ahead and set this cream. Now, just before you go crazy, what I like to do is, before I even think about putting glue on my forehead, what I like to do is I like to take my old wig. You want to make sure it's washed. As you guys saw in the beginning of the video, I included how I cleaned my frontal. You want to make sure that you put this on your head and you measure exactly where it's going to be laying down, because you don't want to put the glue on and then you notice that you fucked up. All right, I have no makeup on this frontal yet. That's why it looks a little crazy and over plucked-ish, but we gonna get into that real quick. I'm also gonna be cutting a little bit just because I know that this wig is a bit too there's too much lace going on, so my wig is going to pretty much be right here, like exactly where my alcohol demarcation is at. All right, y'all, so now that we figured out exactly where our wig is gonna be laying, I'm gonna go in using my Bold Hold Extreme Bold Wig Glue, and I'm just gonna secure my lace. Now you can use whatever you want. You could use a wooden spoolie, you could use the tip of a comb, whatever you're comfortable with is perfect. All right, y'all, so now that we're looking like a crackhead, I'm gonna go ahead and get my blow dry yet again, and I'm gonna dry this on a cool setting until it starts to look clear. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 more extra coats on there, and then I'll be right back to show you guys. All right, y'all, so my glue don't look perfect because your girl is in a motherfucking rush, but it's okay. This wig is from AliExpress per usual. Y'all know the drill with that. I get all of my wigs from AliExpress. I will leave the link down below of where I got it from because this hair is absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna start off, because I put foundation on my cap and not on my wig, I'm gonna do that right now. I'm not gonna slap the thing on yet. I'm just gonna have it on my head so that I know exactly where I'm placing it, exactly where the part is gonna be, and all of that jazz. So what you want to do is, sometimes with wigs the lace will roll up inside and it'll like throw you off, so I always make sure, especially when I have acrylics on, that I face it up so that I don't gotta deal with having to lift up the lace. Again, please ignore how crazy this glue looks on my forehead. I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna finesse it per usual. I'm just gonna grab exactly where I want my lace to lay. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm actually not gonna put my lace, I'm not gonna put this whole entire lace down on the glue. I'm just gonna grab my lace and I'm gonna shimmy it down. Now the way I'm gonna do it is, you guys see where like the actual hairline begins? I'm going to kind of like melt it around there because I feel like the lace is too loud, and we don't want that. We don't want to look dumb, we don't want to look like tacky, so I'm definitely gonna cut that. I'm gonna just pull it down, and this is exactly where I want to lay my lace. So I'm just gonna throw that down, and because I have acrylics, I'm just gonna use my nails to pretty much melt the wig. So like that. You can go in using a comb as well. That works the most, so I will suggest that. And you might be asking yourself, bitch, why you look so crazy? Don't worry, we're gonna get it together right now, okay? Well, we're gonna fix this. We just wanna make sure that we have our wig laying down before we go in and customize anything. Now that we have our lace laying down on the glue, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my stretchy, I don't know what this is called, but if you have a wig, you need this thing. I'm sorry it looks dirty, it's, you know, old usage, but you wanna make sure you have this because this will literally not let your wig move anywhere. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tie that around my hairline. All right, y'all, so now that it is secure, I like to wait about 30 minutes to just let it melt into my skin, and I will be right back to show you guys me customizing and cutting. All right, y'all, so it has been about 30 minutes since I put my little bands on my forehead, so now we're gonna take it off and get in tune with the melts. Okay. Okay. Now, I obviously hate my lace looking hairy and bushy and like extra. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start cutting off the excess. I purposely had my lace lay down like this so that I can go back and cut it off. And this is optional. This is completely an optional step. I just kind of want a more natural look. I don't really want baby hairs right now. So my goal is to cut not that much lace, but a good amount of lace off to the point where you don't see these like bushy ass baby hairs going on, okay? Just gonna cut the center. And another tip, you don't want to go in cutting straight. You want to go ahead and use like a zigzag motion so that you get a natural looking lace. So I've actually decided to go in using like an eyebrow razor because I find that this is easier. You can go in using scissors if you want. And I'm just gonna move my hair out of my way. I would recommend using some clips, but I don't feel like getting up. All right, y'all, so next step, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to fix this craziness that's going on. So first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my eyeshadow palette. You could grab any eyeshadow palette that you have, and I'm gonna use the darkest shade that I have in the palette, the blackest shade, because you can see like the hue of this hair is super dark. You would think it's jet black, but I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to highlight the points in where the part looks kind of spotty or over plucked. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hide the brassiness of my part that you can't see, girl, and I'm just gonna coat it with my concealer. This is the final and finished look of how I reinstall my hair, my wigs that have been cut already, snip snap, because I'm pretty sure y'all always see videos of how you put your wig on that isn't cut, that's a brand new wig, but some people don't know how to reinstall a perfectly nice lace. So that was my video. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. As always, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibes with that, and I will see you guys in the next video.